Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start with the 2017 questions with, as you see, power operations, exponential operations. Here I have written the rules, general rules these are. It is not changing with respect to question. These are general rules, as I told you. Here, a to the power of 0, if it is equal to something to the power of 0 is equal to 1, 0 to the power of n except infinity it is equal to 0, 1 to the power of n is equal to 1 except infinity. And here 3 to the power of 0 with respect to rule this is going to be equal to 1. Here 1 to the power of 2 it's going to be equal to 1, and 0 to the power of 3 it's equal to, here the rule it is equal to 0. So only we have this one, something to the power of 1 it's equal to always itself, we know that one. So the answer it's going to be 1 plus 2 plus 0, which is equal to 4. So this is the answer. Second question is inequality question. Inequalities I showed you before, we are going to solve like equations, which means we are going to collect the like terms and like terms together, and known terms and unknown terms together also. So minus 2x it's going to stay on this side, and you are going to send the 3 to the other side, which is equal to 11 minus 3 it's going to be. So minus 2x, if it is less than 11 minus 3, it's going to be equal to 8. And x is greater or equal to 8 over minus 2 it should be. Here you have to be careful about the changing of the sign, because when you divide by negative number you have to change the sign, so you have to be careful here about that one, which means x is greater than minus 4. Answer is directly D, it's going to be. The question number 3, it is fractions, division with fractions. Here I have written the rule. If you divide two fractions, you're going to swap the numerator. For the second one, you have to swap the numerator to denominator. And when you swap, you are going to multiply, like a over b times d over c it becomes, and numerators by numerators you are going to multiply in multiplication, and denominators by denominators you are multiplying. So the answer a times d over b times c. With respect to that one, I can write here 5 over 4 divided by 5 over 8, then it's going to be equal to 5 over 4 times 8 over 5, it's going to be 8 over 5, it's going to be yok. So 5 and 5, if you simplify here, or we can do like this, 8 times 5 it's equal to 40, 4 times 5 it's going to be equal to 20, 40 divided by 20, you know that's equal to 2. So the answer is going to be equal to 2. Here this is equation question, and I told you we are going to collect the like terms and together, known and unknown terms together, like 4x plus 3 is equal to 8x minus 13. Then you are going to send the 8x to the other side, which becomes 4x minus 8x. And minus 13 here, this 3, when it comes to this side, it becomes minus 3. So 4x minus 8x is equal to minus 4x. And it's going to be equal to minus 13 minus 3, which is equal to minus 16. It's going to be x is equal to minus 16 divided by minus 4. X is equal to 4. It's going to be, here it is written 4. Okay, we are going to continue with the next question. Here this is again equation question, but this time we have fraction. For to do fraction operation, denominators must be same. This is the first rule. So if I have written here 2x minus 2x over 5 minus 1 over 2 is equal to 2x minus 1 divided by 10. If it is in this form, here we are going to firstly make this denominator same to make one operation and to complete this terms one, like 2x over 2x minus 5. Pardon, I didn't write the common number. The common number between that divides 5 and 2, you know that is 10. So I'm going to write here 2. This is going to be 5. So 2 times 2x, it's going to be equal to 4x. Then 5 times 1, it's equal to 5. But here minus 5, it's going to be because here there is a subtraction. That's why it's minus 5. So divided by 5 times 2, it's equal to 10. So this is the common denominator now. It's equal to 2x minus 1 over 10. Here, the important part, ladies and gentlemen, you can simplify the denominators 10s here. How to simplify? Because they are same denominator. So the numerators must be same. If the denominators are same, numerators also must be same, which means that 4x minus 5.
Да. Да.
Okay. 4x minus 5 is equal to 2x minus 1. It's going to be, which is 4x minus 2x is equal to minus 1 plus 5. It's going to be, that's 2x is equal to 4 going to be, and x is equal to 4 over 2. It should be x is equal to 2. It's going to be. Okay. So with respect to this one, the answer is 2. The sixth question, it is related with the fraction and decimal. We need to get rid of the decimals here. To do that one, we are choosing the smallest decimal. Let's say here the smallest decimal is 0.05. So to get rid of the decimal point, I need to multiply this one by 100. What I need to do for this one, I need to do the same thing for the numerator. It's the rule. So here the smallest decimal is 0.55. Actually 0.55 is bigger than, but here 2 decimal point we have. So I'm going to multiply this one by 100, and we are going to multiply this one by 100 again. And it's going to be equal to, and this is going to be equal to, this 100, 100 times 0.15, which is equal to 15. Divided by 5 minus 55, it's going to be 55 divided by 50. 0.5 times 100, it's going to be 50. Here both number is divisible by 5, so I can write like this. This is 15 over 5, which is equal to 3. And the second one is going to divide by 5, which is equal to 11 divided by 10. When the number denominator is 10, you know the number of 0, you are adding decimal to the numerator, which decimal point from right to left. When we count, it's going to be 1.1, which is equal to 3 minus 1.1. That's equal to 1.9. It's going to be, the answer is D. If you remember the root questions I told you before, we have to start from the inner root, which means I have to start from here. So I have to get rid of this value, what is root 25, and I have to continue from the inner root to the outer side. So which is equal to root 62 plus root 1 plus root 14. The square root of minus square root of 25, it's going to be equal to minus 5 here, which is equal to root, here the order also, it should be like this, root 62 plus root 1 plus 14 minus 5, it's going to be equal to root 9. What is root 9? It is 3. So again, I'm going to get the inner root, which is 3 here. So root 62 plus root 1 plus 3, it's going to be, which is equal to root 62 plus root 4. That's going to be equal to root 62 plus 2. And I don't have place, so I'm going to go downward here. Root 64, which is equal to 8. Eighth question is a general question about general rule, the square difference. Here we are going to use the square difference, but we have to know which number square is equal to 4a square and which number square is equal to 9. So the formula is a square minus b square. It's going to be a plus b times a minus b. I'm going to write here 4a square, and it's going to be the square of a number, and these numbers should be same. Which number square is equal to 4a square? That's the thing that we should decide, that one. We know that 2a times 2a is equal to 2a parenthesis square, which is equal to 4a square. So the first one is 2a parenthesis square. And the 9, we know that that's equal to 3 square. So the terms are 2a and minus 3. So a square minus b square, which is here 2a and 3. A square minus b square is equal to a plus b times a minus b, which is equal to 2a plus b times, b is 3, 2a plus 3 times 2a minus 3 it's going to be, which is the answer. Here, the E1, 2a minus 3, 2a plus 3 it's going to be. Here, this is PEMDAS rule, but we have to be careful about this one, because here division and multiplication, they are given together. When multiplication and division in the previous question, so I said that when division and multiplication, they are given together, we are going to solve the question from left to right. So which operation comes firstly from left to right? We are going to do that one. So firstly, 16 over 4 it's going to be. Instead of 4 times 2, we are going to do 16 over 4, which is equal to 4 times, this is the first operation it's going to be. Then this one, it's going to come 4 times 2. And here again, the same 6 divided by 2, which is equal to 3, it's going to be. And times 3 is the answer. It's going to be, here we have minus 4 times 2, it's equal to now 8. Minus 3 times 3, it's equal to 9. 8 minus 9, it's going to be equal to minus 1. So the answer is C. Here we have expansion of the form a plus b square. So I'm going to get the square of this one, which is equal to x plus 2 square. If I write here with respect to formula, it's going to be equal to x square plus 2 times x times 2 plus 2 square, it's going to be, which is equal to x squared plus 4x plus 4, which means here x squared plus 4x, pardon, not here, we are going to write here, x plus 2 square, it's going to be equal to x squared plus 4x plus 4. With respect to that one, x plus 2 square minus 4x is going to be equal to, here x plus 2 square, I found that that's equal to x squared plus 4x plus 4, x squared plus, here from this one it's coming, x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 4x, it's going to be, here you see that 4x and minus 4x, they have different sign, so you are going to simplify these are, which is going to be equal to, when you simplify them, here it's going to be x squared plus 4, which is the answer A. Okay, the next one, it's going to be again equation of line. Here with respect to this equation, y is equal to mx plus n given. This is slope and intercept form. You remember y is equal to mx plus n gives you, m gives you slope and n gives you y-intercept. Actually, the question is asking what is n. So we are looking for y-intercept. Y-intercept means intersection of graph with y-axis. So the graph is here. This is the graph. And where it intersects with the y-axis, here at 2. So this value, it becomes n. And here it's equal to 2. So the answer is A. Okay. Here we have this rule is here we are going to use the power rule. When you multiply the powers with same basis, you are going to add the powers. Here, first I'm going to collect them together. This parenthesis has no meaning because there's no minus sign in front of the parenthesis, and this is multiplication operation. All multiplication operation doesn't affect anything here. That's why this is going to be minus 10 times a to the power of 4 times b to the power of 7 times 1 over 5 times a to the power of 6 times b to the power of 3. It's going to be. Here, to multiply the terms, I have to collect the like terms together, which means numbers, they are going to come together, minus 10 times 1 over 5. Then times a to the power of 4 times a to the power of 6, they are going to come together, and b to the power of 7 times b to the power of 3, that comes together. This is equal to minus 10 to the power of minus 10 over 5 times a to the power of 4 times a to the power of 6. With respect to this rule, I'm going to do a to the power of 4 plus 6 times b to the power of 7 plus 3, which is equal to here minus 2 a to the power of 10 times b to the power of 10, it's going to be, which is equal to b. Okay, here this is ratio proportion question, and we know that these are representing a to b, also can be written as 2 to 3 from the ratio and fractions topic, you know that one. So a to b can be written also 2 portion to 3 portion, because here we know that 2 to 3 it is. So if I replace the a by 2 portion, or I can write instead of portion, I can write like x2, x2, 3x also it's going to be. With respect to this one, I'm going to replace 3a I'm going to replace at 2a plus 3b divided by a plus 2b, like 2x and 3x. A is going to be equal to 2x, a is going to be equal to 2x, and b is going to be equal to 3x. Let's say here 2 times 2x plus 3 times 3x divided by a is equal to 2x, I said, and b is equal to 2 times b, which is equal to 2 times 3x. That makes 4x plus 9x divided by 2x plus 6x, which is equal to 11x divided by 8x. Here, x and x represent same number. So, like portion, if it is like this, then when you can simplify the x's and you can get the resultant ratio, which is equal to 11 over 8. I think I made a mistake here. This is 13. If you are with me, this is 13. 13 over 8, it's going to be. The answer is 13 over 8. It's going to be. Okay, the next question about the similarity of two triangles. If this line is parallel line, it means that this angle and this angle, they are alternate angles. So they are equal to each other. This angle and this angle, they are equal to each other. So if this is alpha, this angle is also going to be alpha. Then this angle and this angle also, they are going to be equal to each other, which means if I name this one as beta, this angle it's going to be beta, and the third one we name as gamma. The third ones, they should be equal to each other because some of the interior angles are equal to each other, or here they are also vertically opposite angles. With respect to that one here, if two triangles are same, I have written the similarity ratio here, AB over DC. If we say it like that, ABC triangle, if it's equivalent to DEF, we are writing first two up here and first two down. Let's say we are writing first and last here. Here, as you see, A and AC divided by DF, it's going to be. As you see, this is the way to find the similarity ratio. Here, by using by angle similarity, these two triangles, ABH and CHD triangles, are similar, but I didn't tell the order correctly. If it is angle similarity, all the angles which is written in order, let's say ABH, if I name as alpha and beta and gamma, then I have to write in the same order here, the triangle, the second triangle, in alpha, beta, and gamma order. Which angle represent alpha? D. So it's written here D. Which angle represent beta? Here C. So which corner actually? And the last corner, it's going to be H. So ABH is similar to DCH, it's going to be. With respect to this one, if I write like this one, the similarity ratios here, AB over DC, it's going to be equal to AH over DH and BH over CH, it's going to be, they are all equal to each other, BH over CH. Now I'm writing the lengths of the sides. AB is equal to 12 and DC is equal to Y. Here AH is equal to 9 and DH is equal to 3 and BH it's given X and CH it's equal to, here CH is going to be equal to, CH value, it's 2. Okay, with respect to this one, I have two ratios here, proportion actually. 12 divided by Y is equal to 9 over 3. This is the first one, 9 over 3. 9 over 3. And the second one is 9 over 3. 9 over 3 is equal to X over 2. Here, for this kind of cases, I didn't write the formula, but you remember, if A over B is equal to C over D from the previous lessons, A times D, it's going to be equal to B times C, and this is called cross product, which means crossly you are going to multiply the terms. Here, 3 times 12, it's going to be equal to 9 times Y. So 36 is equal to 9Y, it's going to be, and 36 over 9 gives you the Y value, which is equal to 4 is equal to Y. So I found the Y is equal to 4. The second part here, it's going to give the X. If we crossly multiply again, 2 times 9, 2 times 9 is equal to 3 times X. 9, 18 is equal to 3X. 18 divided by 3, it's going to be equal to X. 6 is going to be equal to X. So here the X value is equal to 6, going to be, and 6 plus 4, because the question is asking the sum of them, is 10. We finished the 13th question, and we are starting the 14th. I'm sorry, this is the 14th, and now we are starting to 15th. Okay. Now here we have two triangles. I have separated the triangles before. Two triangles here, AB is equal to AD, which means ABD triangle. ABD triangle is an isosceles triangle, which means these two sides, if they are equal to each other, these angles should be equal to each other also. This is the first part. So here, this angle and this one, they are equal to each other. And the second one here, EB is equal to EC. EB is equal to EC. This is the side B. I have cleaned before. EB is equal to EC. So these two sides are equal to each other, which means their base angle, this is called isosceles triangle. And the base angles, they are equal to each other, which means if this is equal to here I'm going to name like this is y. If this is y plus 20, on the other side also it should be y plus 20. And here I'm going to use another formula, which is written here. Sum of two interior angle, this one and this one, it's going to be equal to one exterior. Here, it's going to be this one. So this angle, it's going to be equal to y plus 20, which is equal to 2y, pardon, y plus 20 plus 20, it's going to be, not y plus 20, y plus 20, y plus 20 plus 20, which is equal to y plus 40. Okay, so this angle is, if it is y plus 40, it means that this angle is y plus 40. Also, this one is y plus 40. Then we are going to get the x. Before finding that one, I have to find here in the triangle ABD, this is EBD, I'm sorry, EBD. This is 70. This is, I named y, and I found now this is y plus 40. So 2y plus 40 plus 70 degree, these are all the triangles, it's equal to 180 degree. 2y plus 110, it's equal to 180 degree. 2y is equal to going to be here 180 minus 110. 2y is equal to 70. Yes. And y is equal to 70 divided by 2, which is equal to 35. It's going to be. Okay, then here, if we say this is the first part, in the second part, y plus 40 is, they are going to be y plus 40. That's going to be equal to 75. This is 35 plus 40, which is equal to 75. It's going to be. And here, this is 75. This is also 75. And the third angle is x. With respect to this one, at the second part here, x plus 75 plus 75. Again, the sum of the interior angles of the triangle is 180. X plus 150, that's going to be equal to 180. X is equal to 180 minus 150. X is going to be equal to 30. So this is the second part, only I wanted to mention that one here. This is the first part. This is the second part of the question. Okay, let's continue with the 16th question. Here, somehow the chat got closed. I want to continue. Here, we have different rules, but we can solve the questions with different ways. But I want to solve in this way. Firstly, I'm going to draw one extra line here that is passing through this one, and I'm going to show like this here. Yeah, I'm choosing this line, and I'm choosing this line the parallel to this line, parallel to other two. In the question, it is written they are all parallel to each other. Firstly, we need to know this one. This angle, if it's equal to x, this angle also, it's going to be equal to x. This angle also, it's going to be equal to x. And here, if it is 5x, on the other side, we don't have anything here. I'm going to continue like this. So this angle is also, it's going to be 180 minus 5x, which is also here. 180 minus 5x. So this completes the equation like this. The sum of 4x plus 60 is going to be equal to x plus 180 minus 5x. This is the equation now that we have to solve. So I'm writing here 4x plus 60 is equal to x plus 180 minus 5x. 4x plus 60, it's equal to x minus 5x, it's equal to minus 4x. 180 minus 4x, it's going to be this 4x to this side, 4x plus 4x is equal to 180 minus 60, it's going to be 8x is equal to 120, and x is equal to 120 divided by 8, which is equal to 15 going to be. So x is equal to 15, and the answer is B. The 17th question is the simultaneous equation question. So with respect to that one, we are going to solve this one by using elimination method. Here, the second one, it seems, the first one, I'm sorry. The first one, it seems they have different sign with the y values, with respect to y values. So y and 2y I have. So I'm going to multiply the first one by 2 to make the y values same. X minus 2y is equal to 1. So I'm going to multiply this one by 2 times 2, which is equal to 2x plus 2y is equal to 26, it's going to be. And x minus 2y is going to be equal to 1. The sum is going to be equal to, here when you simplify the y values, this one and this one, when you simplify, x plus 2x is equal to 3x, and 26 plus 1, that's going to be 27. So x is equal to 27 divided by 3, x is equal to 9. So then the first value is 9. I found that one. The second value is x value. X value you can find from x plus y, since it's equal to 13. 9 plus y, it's equal to 13, it's going to be. Y is equal to 13 minus 9. Y is equal to 5, it's going to be. So y is equal to 4, it's going to be. I said 5, but 13 minus 5, it's equal to 4. So 9 minus 4, it's going to be equal to 5. The answer of the question. Let's continue with the circle question. Here I tried to show with the signs, the figures here. This is called the sector of the circle, and calculation of the sector of the circle is here. But I wanted to show, I cut from here. Okay, so, and this triangle is identical with this triangle. So I'm going to try to find the area of this shaded part. Here, how to find that one? Firstly, I have to find the area of this one. Then when I subtract from this one here, this one, I will get only the sector part, which is here. If I show like this, it's going to be equal to here, this part minus this part gives you the sector part. Okay, so here this is 90 degree, we know that one. So this is right triangle, and the sides are 6 and 6, which is at the same time the radius also. So the formulas are written also here, how to find the area of the sector here. The alpha over 360, which means this is the alpha here, the angle alpha is here. Alpha over 360 times pi r square gives you the area of the sector. So here it is 90, which means the 90 over 360 times pi times r square, here it's equal to 6. That gives the area of the sector, this part. This is 90 degree, we know that one also. Here 90 degree. This sign means 90 degree. Minus area of the rectangle. If you remember area of the rectangle, I told a times b over 2, which is equal to a times b over 2, right sides over 2, it's going to be, which is equal to here 6 times 6 over 2 is the area of the sector. It's going to be, actually, this is area of sector, pardon, this is area of segment, it is called. This part is called segment in English. Area of the segment. Okay, now 90 over 360, it's going to be equal to both divisible by 90. So it's equal to 1 over 4 times pi times 36 minus 36 over 2. Pi times 36 times 1, it's equal to 36 pi divided by 4 minus 18 it's going to be. Here from the answers, I eliminate this 2 here. So the last one is 36 over 4, which is equal to 9 pi, and minus 18 here it's going to be. So the answer is 9 pi minus 18 is A. Going to be. Okay, now this question, we're going to use these 3 rules here. With respect to these rules, we are going to solve this question. There are many letters. It seems complicated, but here, actually, if you know the rules, if you can follow the rules, it's easy question. Firstly, I have to get rid of this parentheses, so I have to solve inside. And I give the first rule here. This is the first rule. And here is the rule. When you add or subtract to integer to the fraction, you should multiply a times c, ca plus minus b over c, it's going to be, which is equal to here. A divided by b minus a times 2, it's equal to 2a, minus b divided by a, it's going to be. And here the second one also I can do, I will apply the third rule here. For the division I'm talking also. When you, here this is going to be fraction. When you divide 2 fractions, the second fraction should be swap and multiply. So this is the second fraction. This is the first fraction it's going to be. This is the second fraction. So this is going to be times AB divided by A minus B. So I'm going to write the here denominators same, because if the denominators are not same, you cannot do an operation. To make them same, I'm crossly multiplying A times B, it's going to be A, B times A. Okay, that's same. So it's going to be equal to A times A is equal to A square. Then we have minus sign here for both of them. A times 2A minus B, it's going to be, pardon, B times, I'm sorry, this is going to be B, and B times 2A minus B divided by AB times AB over A minus B, it's going to be. Here we can simplify this AB's also, because it is one of them is at the numerator, one of them is at the denominator. So it's going to be like, you know, if I multiply them, this is going to be A square minus 2AB plus B square over, pardon, this is in parentheses, or let's do like this, over AB times AB divided by A minus B. Here, this is the, when you simplify these two, the expression is going to be equal to A square minus 2AB plus B square divided by A minus B. And here I have written the formula A minus B parenthesis square is equal to A square minus 2AB plus B square, which is also here. So this is equal to A minus B parenthesis square over A minus B, which is A minus B square. When you say X square, you know that that's equal to X times X, which means this is A minus B times A minus B. It's going to be divided by A minus B again. And when you simplify this two, here the answer it's going to be equal to A minus B, it's going to be, and this is the answer of the question, and this is C. Here, this is new type of questions. We haven't seen this kind of questions before the exams. I mean, we solved 2011, we solved 2018, and this is 2017, and we didn't solve this kind of question. And in 2017, first time we have seen this polynomial, and the polynomial question, it's going to be equal to x value is equal to 1 and y value is equal to -1. So you are going to replace with these values when it's equal to x is equal to 1, y is equal to -1. What is the value of this expression? So when I see x, I'm going to replace by 1. When I see y, I'm going to replace by -1. So -1 square times 1, pardon, -1. Here plus 9 times 1 minus 6 times -1, it's going to be. Here we have to be careful about the signs and powers. When you get the square of the negative power, you are going to get the result positive. So -1 square, it's going to be equal to 1. 2 times 1, 2 times 1, it's going to be. Here -1 square, inside the parenthesis we don't have minus sign. This is outside, so I'm putting the minus sign, and this is going to be equal to 1 times -1 here, and 9 times 1 is equal to 9, and -6 times -1, it's equal to +6. It's going to be. So here the last part, 2 times 1 is equal to 2, -1 times -1, it's equal to 1, then 9, then +6, which is equal to 9 plus 1, 10, 2 plus 6, 8, 10 plus 8, it's equal to 18 going to be. Here we have the similar rule, that a square minus b square rule I have to use here. And I'm going to find a square minus b square. Let's say here, this is a square minus b square, which is equal to, if I apply a square minus b square rule here, this is going to be equal to a plus b times a minus b, which is equal to this one. It's going to be here 1993 plus 993 times 1000. Actually, it's better to write to this side. 1993 plus 993 times 1993 times 993. It's going to be, it's equal to 2986 times a. What is the a value? Here I know that 1993 plus 993, it's going to 2986. So this is 2986 times 1000. When you subtract, this is 2986 times 8 it's going to be. When you simplify here, this is 9. When you simplify this 2, a becomes 1000, which is c. Okay, let's continue with the 22nd question. In 22nd question, we have some powers with addition. Actually, we don't have any rule for that one. As you see, the to power operation we can do when there is a multiplication. So what to do here? Firstly, we are going to get common parentheses, which means in 2017, I know that 2013 there is, which means 2017 can be written like 2 to the power of 2017. I'm sorry, can be written like 2 to the power of 2013 times 2 to the power of 13 plus what makes 17, which is equal to 4. So I'm going to separate all the terms into form 2013. So if we rewrite them here, this is going to be equal to 2 to the power of 2013 times 2 to the power of 4. This is going to be 2 to the power of 2013 times 2 to the power of 3. This is 2 to the power of 2013 times 2 to the power of 2 plus 2 to the power of 2013 times 2 to the power of 1. It's going to be then on the other side 2 to the power of 2013 times x. It's going to be. So if I collect all of them into 2013 parentheses here, because there's addition between them and the powers, I mean these expressions, all they are same. I'm going to continue from here. 2 to the power of 2013 times in parentheses 2 to the power of 4 plus 2 to the power of 3 plus 2 to the power of 2 plus 2 to the power of 1 is going to be equal to 2 to the power of 2013 times x. It's going to be here, this one and this one. We are going to simplify. So x is equal to 16 plus 2 to the power of 3, 8 plus 4 plus 2, it's going to be, which is equal to x. And, 10 here, 20, 30 is the, here, 8 plus 2 is 10, 16 plus 4, 20, 10 plus 20, it's equal to 13. So the answer is E. Here, this is a kind of ratio and proportion question. We can solve in the same form, maybe, but we can solve also in this form. Here, we have 3a is equal to 2b, 4b is equal to 3c, which means both of them, they are related to b. And here, 2b and 4b I have. If I multiply this one by 2, the first one by 2, which is equal to 6a, 4b, then 4b is equal to 3c. If it is in that form, this 4b's, since they are equal to each other, 6a is equal to 4b, which is equal to 3c. If I innate this one, it becomes like this. 6a is equal to 3c. Here, if you remember the cross product rule, a over b, it's equal to c over d, if and only if, it's going to be a times d, it's equal to c times b. C times b, cross product also we are calling. Here, if we do the same operation here, why to do that one? Because I need this one as fraction. So it means that I'm going to send c to this side, which becomes a over c, and then 6 to other side, which is 3 over 6. So that's going to be a over c, which is equal to 3 over 6. And that's also equal to, when you simplify by 2, which is equal to 1 over 2. And the answer is B, going to be. Okay, now here we are going to use the cross product rule that I told you. A over B is equal to C over D. A times D is equal to B times C, it's going to be, which is equal to, here, this is X times Y, which is equal to X times Y. It's going to be equal to 6, and X plus Y is equal to 5. Then it's asking what is X squared plus Y squared. X squared plus Y squared is equal to what? Here, as you see, I'm going to use A plus B parenthesis square formula, because in A plus B square, like X plus Y square, it's going to be equal to X squared plus Y square 2XY plus Y square. So X plus Y, I know, X times Y, I know, so I can find X squared plus Y square value. X plus Y, it's equal to 5, so it's equal to 5 squared, is equal to X squared plus 2 times XY is equal to 6, 2 times 6 plus Y squared. So 25 is equal to X squared plus 12 plus Y squared. To get X squared plus Y squared alone, this one, it's going to go to the other side. 25 minus 12, it's going to be equal to 25 minus 12, it's going to be equal to 13. That's going to be equal to X squared plus Y squared, which is equal to A. This is the last question. And as you see, we solve these questions are easily, because I'm not explaining too much about the exercises. I already explained. So the question test finishes in 1 hour with explanation. 1 over 4 minus 1, I wrote the formula here. 1 over 4 minus 1, what it is going to be. So for each of them, I'm going to do the same thing. It's equal to 1 minus 4 divided by 4, it's going to be. With respect to this rule I'm talking, this is 4 times 1, which is equal to 1 minus 4 divided by 4. So if I apply all of them the same thing, this is going to be equal to, here, 1 over 4 minus 1, it's equal to 1 minus 4 divided by 4 times 1 minus 5 divided by 5, 1 minus 6 divided by 6, 1 minus 7 divided by 7. It's going to continue like that. Here it's till 1 minus 30 divided by 30. It's going to be, with respect to this one, minus 3 here divided by 4 times minus 4 divided by 5. Here minus 5 divided by 6 minus 6 divided by 7. It follows like that, and 3 points when we put, this is going to be equal to minus 29 divided by 30. If I use the canceling rule here, I can cancel this 4 and this 4, this 5 and this 5, this 6 and this 6, this 7 and next 7 here, and next 29 and this one. When we simplify, we will leave only 3 and 30. So in the answer, we have 3 and 30, 3 over 30 firstly. And which one it's going to be, minus or plus? The others, they are eliminated here. Minus or plus, we are going to decide for that one. The answer is it's going to be equal to, firstly, I have to decide how many numbers there are here. From 4 to 30, how many digits there are here. To understand that one, I gave in the last video this example. Let's say here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 numbers. How many digits there are here? 6 digits. How to find this one? The number of numbers generally find like this. Last digit minus first divided by common difference plus 1. So the last digit here, 30. The first digit is minus 4 divided by the common difference 4, 5 here, the common difference here 1, and then plus 1, which is equal to 30 minus 4 is equal to 26 divided by 1 plus 1, which is equal to 27. So there are 27 numbers here, fractions. There are 27 numbers, means there are 27 minus signs. If you multiply the negative numbers by itself, you are going to get positive. But 3 times if you multiply by itself, I mean, with the even number, if you multiply, you will get positive results. With the odd numbers, if you multiply, you will get negative number. So here the answer is going to be negative, which is equal to minus 1 over 10. Okay, dear students, this is the end of the lesson. So I have finished the lesson, and we are going to continue next week, Wednesday, to this lesson. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 See you.